ferrets smell really bad. Ferrets are creatures where it's like they just poo and pee almost constantly. And so it's like when you own a ferret, you are going to be cleaning its cage at least once a day, if not once every 2 days, because that thing will shit up a storm. Like, it will be just a fucking fury of shit no matter where you go, and it'll be terrible.
So close. Get up! Fire! Get up! Smash it!
And I only took a little bit of damage. That's good. Okay. Yeah, 7K already happened, but I want to do something better than Drunk Sonic 06, because Drunk Sonic 06 was boo-boo. Drunk Sonic 06 was just not fun. Drunk Sonic 06 hurt me in ways that I did not even know were possible. I've experienced disappointment in the past, but that game. What's up, Kai Dash? Yes, RIP to your sub. I would love to enter the gates of hell, thank you. Yeah, we had bad luck with hamsters. Did you guys enjoy it? Did you guys actually? Oh my God, Venick. Shush, Venick, no. How you doing, Venick? Venick. Okay, so I gotta show you guys this though. So my RGB NES came in, and you have to see the quality on this. So let me switch over really quick. You guys are gonna shit when you see this, and Venick, you're gonna especially love this. So I got a top, or not a top loader, but a slot loader RGB modded NES recently, and look at how good this shit looks. Wait for it. Wait for it. Look at how fucking crisp that game looks. This is on the actual console. Look at that. Look at that shit. Look at how crisp that is. It's the actual copy running. No. It gets even better though. Check this shit out. So the guy threw on another little deal where it has a color palette switch. So check this out. This is the first color palette that it's on. This is the neutral color palette, and that's vibrant. So you can freely swap between any of the color palettes via a toggle switch on the bottom. Like, that's how it's supposed to look, I think, but I prefer this color palette because it's a little bit more vibrant and realistic looking. This looks terrible though, so I usually go with this one. But yeah, so it's able to do all kinds of shit, but I mean, look at how crisp this is. And this is an actual hard copy. Yeah, there's a toggle switch on the bottom, dude. So you can change the color palette depending on what the game is, which I thought was an amazing touch. So the guy who worked on this did an absolutely phenomenal job. And to boot, he's repairing my N64. I don't know how many of you were there for that, but my N64's RGB mod turned out to be a little bit on the bunk side. And because of that, I realized, oh wait, I have to get this shit repaired. And so I talked with the guy who did my NES mod, and he was just like, yeah, no, I can totally do that for you. And he's doing it for me super cheap. And he's gonna keep the casing, put in a new LED, and then when I get that back, we'll have a proper RGB modded N64, and it'll look fucking sick. So I mean, it's like, I'm really excited. The 64 video, I found out apparently what was wrong with that was the N64 had a failing power supply on top of really shitty transistors. And so what he's going to do is he's going to take a look at it and see if any of the surface mounted components are salvageable, because if it's a surface mounted component issue, then it's going to be fucked. But if it's just like swap out the transistors and the power supply, it'll be fine. Either way, he said what he's going to do is if he can't fix the board that's currently in there, he's just going to swap it out for one of his boards and give it to me for like 20-30 bucks. So I mean, the guy is absolutely amazing. All right. And off we go. I don't know. I might go back to Sonic 06 someday in the possible future. I have no direct intentions to, but like I might go back at some point. Because I don't know, Sonic 06 was a game that I remember I beat Silver. It may not have been any use, but I beat Silver, so you know, whatever to you, game. People who may or may not have doubted me, I don't know. But we Bayonetta now. Actually, oh, so another thing too, that since there are actually people here, I updated a whole bunch of the stuff beneath the stream. The rules are still the same, so that's not a big update. However, later this week, probably after Wednesday, I'm changing my schedule to a more full-time oriented set because I do want to do this full-time properly now, and so I'm going to be taking Wednesdays off. Maybe I will still probably stream on Wednesdays though. But the streams from Wednesday forward are going to be different. I also have an eye surgery coming up, but when I get back from the eye surgery, basically the way that the schedule is going to work is I'm going to be starting earlier and doing like 2 small streams per day. So it's going to be like 2 3 to 4 hour live streams per day. And it'll be good. And then on top of that, I also updated all the links to my equipment down below, like where I got my RGB modded NES and N64, what all my equipment stuff is, what my PC specs are, etc. So if you guys are ever curious about any of the shit I used, you can check down below now, and it is all right there. Links to everything, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I spent like 30 minutes. It's 30 minutes putting in links. Because I said, you know what? Fuck it, Diane. What we're gonna do is we're gonna give the people what they want, and they want to see it. Yeah, we're finally getting my eye surgery, which I'm super stoked about. And, I mean, like, I'm nervous on the one hand because I know, like, I haven't gotten any response from my mother on, like, what the stance of our insurance is like. So I don't know, like, I don't know exactly, like, what kind of payment I'm gonna have to deal with here as far as the surgery is concerned, because I have about 2-ish grand saved right now, and that's, you know, pretty much all my money, and that's for the surgery. So I'm trying to see, and I'm hoping to God that it's not going to be like the insurance will be able to cover the majority of that, and then I just have a really expensive copay like that. But we'll see what happens. So I am really on edge about it, but I'm hopeful. But I'm also really excited about it. I really hope I didn't trigger an accident. I have to watch this. You guys want to watch it? Yeah, Big Atlas. For me, here's what's gonna have to happen. Because after the surgery, I'm gonna have to. The way that it's gonna work is I'm gonna get the surgery, and once that's all said and done, I'm gonna have to do eye drops for like a month and a half, 2 months, which is, you know, not a big deal. And then, yeah, basically I'm going to have to stay on those eye drops for a little bit, wear an eye shield. I'll only have farsighted vision with my right eye. I won't have near and farsighted because they, you know, you have to pick near or farsighted, and quite frankly, I want to be able to drive, so having that farsighted vision is going to help. And then if I ever want to, like, read or play games or something like that, I just need to get a pair of glasses, which is not a big deal at all.
Shite. I'm never going to reach Fimbleventer at this rate. Well, at least it won't be a boring trip.
Yu-Gi-Oh! You weren't a tail, love.
You could see me.
You're putting on quite a show, little magician.
Oh, you like that, huh?
What's up, Kinetic Cat? How you
Wait till
doing?
you see the climax.
Yeah, I'll basically do eye patch streams for like the first couple days back, and it'll be pretty interesting. It doesn't work that way, Smooth. Everybody has suggested you should get a monocle. It doesn't work that way. I don't think people consciously grasp the way that the
lost in Wonderland.
people don't grasp the way that this eye injury works, but that's okay.
cute one, huh? Enough riddles. How can you see me?
Because
Right,
we're
Elf?
both in
I'm excited to
purgatory,
see, like,
see.
what kind of glasses look bad on me, and I will get the worst possible pair. I'm gonna get, like, fat
Oh,
nerd
yeah?
glasses. Like, perfectly square frames. I want to be Dexter's
Are we
dad.
heading to Fimbleventer on a
Early
shopping trip
mornings
for
are
money, little
Daddy's
one?
secret privacy time.
Maybe.
Feed
She told me never to
me.
talk to strangers.
Feed
Stay out of my way, or
me.
I'll make sure you never get in it again.
Feed me.
Ooh, scary. Off with their heads, eh?
Damn it. They must have heard me.
Wow, excuse you. Yeah, you came back to hear Dexter's dad going, feed me. There's nothing about that show that I didn't love. You know, how about just fuck all of you, because I'm just not in the mood today. This is all you need to do. This is it. This is all you need to do. No, you... God damn it. I took damage because of this little asshole. That's fine, though. Dexter's Lab... Okay, so here's the issue that happened with Dexter's Lab, was that before the animation shift, basically Dexter's Lab's writers were... They had a lot more fresh material to work with. But what ended up happening was around 2005, if I'm remembering this correctly. Again, I may or may not be remembering this differently than other people, but around 2005, there was this huge shift in the animation department of Cartoon Network, in which a lot of shows that were traditionally animated took on new designs due to the introduction of Flash animation, and because it was such a cheap alternative to traditional, they figured, you know what, let's just readapt everything. So character designs got a lot more simplistic. You know, characters like Dexter and stuff became like super duper minimalistic in their approaches, and they changed like the entire face of a lot of different cartoons. And in doing so, they also tried to reinvent the images of these cartoons, and they started making the content of the cartoons a little bit more, I wouldn't say, well, I guess modern. They tried to get in on the pop culture wave, and so a lot of it just felt really forced and awkward. A lot of the inclusion of new material, especially with Dexter's Lab, just felt wrong. Like making Mandark's giving Mandark parents, making them hippies, making Mandark's name Susan for no other reason than to incite a cheap giggle. I mean, like, there was just a plethora of shit about... there's just a plethora of shit about the Flash animation era of Dexter's Lab that made it so incredibly bad. I win. You lose. I didn't even need to use anything. That was wonderful. Ooh. Did I see the Lost episode? The one with the swearing? Yes, I did. The swearing episode was probably one of my favorite episodes of Dexter's Lab, the Lost episode. So, I mean, like, there's nothing about that that I did not like. And I would gladly watch that episode again. I actually have the entire first season of Dexter's Lab on my PS3 right now. And anytime, like, I'm having a bad day, it's one of the few things I will just scroll to in a Lethal and I'm sorry, I saw Lethal Elevator Attendant and I started saying his name. What's up, Lethal, by the way? It'll be one of those shows where I'm just like, I'm having a shit day. I want to watch something good. Yes! Perfect. I don't know, because I don't focus on that stuff right now, because, yeah, it's one of those deals where I need to work, and that's not going to help me right now, so, oh well, let's go. Actually, I wonder if there's anything else around here. Damn. I was hoping for something at the very least. I do like that it gives you all your powers, like, straight away, though, because you already have them, technically. Oh, there's a chest over here. Oh, yeah, I forgot. This was the point in the game where I actually started looking for stuff. Because somebody in chat was like, Mike, you need to start looking around. And I was like, you know what? You're right. You are absolutely, 110% absolutely correct. I am so sorry. Other side, just a tree over here. I can't go over there. Okay, so we have searched this area. Let's leave. God damn it. That's not at all what I wanted to do. You know, I heard Fairy Tail is pretty good. I've watched a couple episodes of it, and it looks phenomenal. Like, I mean, normally I don't really care much. I'm just kind of like, you know, I'll watch it if I watch it. But Fairy Tail looks genuinely good. Like, it looks genuinely good to me. And I liked One Piece, and I feel like I'm going to like that if I ever decide to watch it. But I'm not going to do that right now. What's up, Big Macintosh? How you doing, man? Oh, delightful. I love this guy. I really do love this design.
If you're looking for the kid, he went that away.
Ew, Big Bang Theory? Ugh. No. I like how Big Bang Theory has been trash since the very first day it aired, and there are people who still try to defend it as a decent show, and I'm just like, look, I can understand differences in comedic appeal, but that show is absolute trash. There is nothing about that show that is even remotely comical. And, I mean, I understand personal opinions, but goddamn, that show's bad. I don't adamantly dislike things, but when I do, I adamantly dislike them, and that is one of the things I adamantly dislike.
A friend is waiting for
Ugh,
me.
it's Big Bang Theory. Ugh. Get the fuck back.
Excellent. So close.
You lose.
Is that all you've got? Almost. See ya.
Got him.
Smash it.
Yeah, Big Bang Theory is just bad. Like, there's nothing about it that makes the characters compelling. They're just one gigantic stereotypical nerd after the next. It's a stereotypical nerd guy, hot chick dynamic. And they try so desperately to make it work and, like, make it something worth watching. And people try to justify it as something more than that. But, like, I mean, realistically speaking, that is all that game is. Or that's all that show is just one gigantic, old, shitty trope that has really overstayed its welcome. I'm gonna do so bad at this battle.
So
Got him. Barely, but... You know, I actually watched a little bit of the Ultimate Hellsing dub on Toonami while I was in Wisconsin. And it was like, you know, it was like midnight, and I was like, fuck it, dude, Toonami's on. Let's go see what's on here. And they were showing it, and I don't know what the fuck was going on, but it was absolutely insane, and it really, 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 really piqued my interest. So, I mean, that's one show that I would definitely love to take a look at some point, so I might do that. But I also really want to focus on actually getting work done. Like, my big thing that I want to do is focus on getting some of the merchandise stuff done, because I have to redo all my shirt designs now, which is, you know, a little shitty, but I'll live. I'm just disappointed. Really disappointed, that's all. Alright, let's go. Dude, again, I saw some of Hellsing. I want to see it. Like, I want to watch it, but again, I want to wait a little bit. It looks really good. I win. I did it, Mom. That was really easy. Hey, I got a lollipop for that. Oh, right, because you stop getting rewards from anything that you've already gotten a reward from. But that's fine. I'll take that. It's a good lollipop. It was Ghost Hunters. It wasn't Witch Hunters, it was Ghost Hunters. And that one had the hilariously bad dub where they all just started talking about random shit. Like, one of the people was like a rabid Christian and was like, "Have you heard the word of Jesus Christ today?" And then, like, the cat who was just like,
Look out, it's a ghost! Look out, she's a ghost and a bitch!
ugh, that dub was hysterical. Oh boy, this guy. I get to slap all these guys. Oh, by the way, I got Smash and I got Persona Q recently. I thought a lot of you guys might be interested in that, so just letting you know. I decided to go ahead and grab those, because fuck it. I win. Well, gee, that was easy. Principals all look like lesbians. Yes, that was probably one of my favorite lines from that, was principals all look like lesbians. Okay, let's take a look around the room. Doesn't look like there's anything here, so we're gonna leave.
So, they're after you too then? Have you been naughty? Keeping secrets from Mummy?
Yeah, Smash
No.
Wii U.
Nothing comes to mind, love.
Dude, I don't know, Ilf. I want to do
This is
Persona
your bloody
Q
mess.
after I've done
Get the fuck out and get rid
Personas
of this
3 and
thing.
4, because I haven't played any of them. I own
That's
them, but I
no
haven't
way
played
to
them.
talk to a lady. No wonder your guardian angels are trying to give you a good spanking.
Whatever, love. You've already been following me, so let's make a deal.
Holy crap, what's going on?
You
These are the
save me,
fastest.
I'll show you around
I
the
can't
store.
when I get to
Heading to
fastest, because I can do
Finland,
holy
are we?
crap, what's going on? These are the
That
fastest
makes
flips
two
I've ever
of
had to
us.
sink.
And it'll take two of us, won't it, love?
You seem to have skipped school the day they taught basic negotiations.
You know, here's my thing is like,
You're supposed
oh,
to
speaking
negotiate
of,
from a
actually,
position of
when I play
strength.
Smash, I've been meaning to
Not
mention
just
this
be a
too.
one-trick
My friend Silver actually texted me because he was like, hey, I know you've been wanting Smash, and I know you can't get it right now, so here, this is a download code for Smash. And I was like, well, I appreciate it, but I really like owning the physical copy, so I just saved up and then went over and bought it because I was like, fuck it, might as well.
About that trip.
And I bought Smash, and he
See?
sent me the
You
download
need
code
my
anyway,
power
so we
too.
have a free copy of Smash to give away at some point, if you guys are interested.
Oi! That works too, I suppose.
I don't have time to give a shit about who you are or why you're going to the mountain.
Got it.
Take me there and
So
make
yeah,
it quick.
but personally, I
You
like
stay with me, and
I like
promise
a
you'll end up in
game.
one piece.
I like having a physical
Got it?
copy of a game if I can get it. If
Wait,
it's a game that
stop.
only exists in
Before I
digital
show you the way,
form,
love,
I'm
you
kind
gotta
of
agree
okay
to a
with
little
that, but if I can
condition.
get a physical version of it, then I'm gonna get a physical version. Case in point, the English
need to
translation
go over
of
my lesson
Mother 3.
again.
I hunted
First,
around online
learn to
until I
talk
found
to
a
a
seller
lady.
who had like
Don't react very
4 or
well to
5
being
left,
insulted.
and I managed to
Well
buy
then,
a Mother 3
I don't
English
react to being
translation
called Visual
repro
One.
cart
The name's
for like
Loki.
$30,
And what
and it
should I
works on the
call you,
GBA
love?
player, the Game Boy Advance, everything.
I mean,
It works like an actual cart. It's just a
Do I
reproduction.
look like a man to you? Bayonetta or Cereza? Take your pick.
Cereza! You don't look like a Cereza to me.
Well then, Bayonetta it is. Let's move, little one.
I guess here's the thing.
I just told
Personally,
you my name is...
I like
Learn
physical
your name when you
copies.
become
I
a
like
man.
having physical copies, but physical copies aren't always feasible for everyone. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes there are situations in which it's just not in the cards to get that physical copy. You know what I mean? It's like, and not only that, but there are instances in which you get like free digital copies of games. I mean, like, case in point, I wanted to get a physical copy of Wind Waker HD for the Wii U, but what I ended up doing was I got the Wind Waker HD Wii U, and I got the digital copy with it. To this day, at some point, as frivolous as this sounds, I'd like to have a hard copy just so I can have that hard copy. But with that being said, it's not something I need, and it would be a totally unnecessary and quite honestly, like, dumb expense. So it's one of those deals where it's like, you don't always need the physical copy. Again, I just prefer it. Okay.
I'll just go on my own.
Yeah, and that's another thing that I don't like, is that digital copies of games can easily get corrupted. They could get lost during transfer, because I've had that happen a couple of times with digital 3DS transfers. And again, digital copies are fine, but having that physical copy prevents you from losing it. And just as easily as a digital copy can become corrupt, you can lose a physical copy. So I mean, each thing has their pros and cons. I just very much prefer physical to digital. Not only that, but like, getting a bigger SD card is a pain in the ass. Like, let's be real about that for a minute. One of the big downsides to download copies is hard drive space. And on platforms on the 3DS where you can like easily swap out the your like media device or whatever the fuck you want to call it, where you can swap out what is essentially your hard drive, like, that's not bad. That's totally fine. But when you get into things like the Wii U or the PS4, which have, you know, hard drives that are a little bit more tedious to swap out, like, that becomes a problem. Also, I gotta take this guy down. And so, you know, that's one thing about digital copies, is like, if I can get a physical copy, I'm gonna spring for the physical copy. Simply put, because it's gonna be easier on my hard drive, it'll be less shit that I have to load in the long run, and I'd rather keep it that way. So, I mean, again, that's my personal preference. Yeah, but Pallet, the thing about that, though, is that not everybody has that. Actually, no, that's a shit excuse. I shouldn't say that.